What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin Brown, also known as ExpressedWordz with a Z, and welcome back to Speak It, See It, Feel It, where you can speak your life into existence, you can see it becoming your reality, and you can feel as if it's already yours. So happy Tuesday, guys. Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are having a wonderful and a great week so far. And I want to talk about something with you guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but are you feeling unworthy? Are you feeling like everything that you try to accomplish just falls apart? It feels like it just fails. You feel like a failure. Your relationships, jobs, it just seems like everything that you do, your own self-worth, it just seems like it doesn't amount to anything. Is that you? Are you feeling unworthy? Do other people make you feel unworthy? Stay tuned through this entire video, guys, all right? And if this video resonates with you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it out with a family or friend, all right? Because I think somebody could really benefit from hearing these things. So quick video, like I said, happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I am your life coach, all right? So if you have any questions, any problems, I'm here to help you become the greatest version of yourself. This is Speak It, See It, Feel It. So I want to talk about 5 things, right? I want to talk about 5 things that you all need to remember when contemplating on self-care, okay? So if you are feeling that unworthiness, if you are feeling the failure that's happening in your life right now and you feel like you just can't amount to anything, this video might be for you, so stay tuned, all right? So we're going to go through these 5 things. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that the grass is not greener on the other side. And a lot of times in society right now, it seems like with social media, out there, right, with just the way that the world is working, people are always pretty much comparing themselves to what they see on the other side of their screen, what they see on Instagram, what they see on Facebook, Twitter, in the celebrity Hollywood world. Guys, the grass is not always greener on the other side. Just because you may see somebody flaunting that nice car, flaunting that nice home, smiling with their relationship, it doesn't actually mean that they're 100% happy. It doesn't mean that they feel worthy. They could completely feel unworthy of them own selves. So this is something that you need to take into consideration and to remember when practicing self-care, is that the grass is not greener on the other side. Everything that you see on Instagram, you know, when your friends are celebrating success, or your family, clap them on, cheer for them. Do not live in that jealousy moment, because the grass is not greener on the other side. It's not always like that, okay? So don't be the person that gets hung up on likes. Oh, I didn't get this many likes, I don't have this many followers, all right? That does not define you, guys. You need to get out of that mindset, because likes and followers don't define you, right? If you have 50 followers and 48 of them don't ever show any type of love to you, but you got 2 loyal followers, right? That's always cheering you on, that's always there for you. That should be enough to keep the motivation going and promoting and whatever it is that you're trying to do. So don't get hung up on, oh, I only got this many likes, I only got this many followers. The universe isn't looking at anything like that. All right, and the grass is not always greener on the other side. So whatever you see on social media, whatever your friends are flaunting up and showing off and everything like that, be happy for them. But also know that people also deal with their own situations and their own insecurities and their own troubles and problems and everything that they're going to go through. So you are not alone in that department, okay? So the second thing that you need to remember when contemplating self-care is that your mistakes don't define you, okay? And you're gonna go through this journey we call life, making hundreds and thousands and millions of mistakes, right? We were placed here to learn. You were placed here to learn and grow and to figure things out and to pretty much find out what is your true passion, what is your purpose. But your mistakes do not define you, okay? So when you make a mistake and someone laughs at you, when you make a mistake and it didn't go the way that you expected, it doesn't mean that you are a failure in that moment. Everybody makes mistakes. Even the brightest and the wisest, they all make mistakes. You need to embrace your mistakes, because when you embrace them, you learn from them, right? You're able to grow from them, and then you're able to move past that mistake and you leave it in the past, right? You completely leave it in the past. So your mistakes, guys, do not define you, all right? So whatever you messed up in life, you messed up a relationship, you messed up a job, you messed up opportunities. I've done it too. I've messed up a lot of things. I'm not perfect. I'm only human. A spiritual being having a temporary human experience, but I'm only human. Just like you, you're only human. So your mistakes do not define you. And you need to remember that when practicing self-care, when you're feeling unworthy, when you're feeling that feeling of failure. Everybody fails. You cannot succeed without failure. So your mistakes don't define you, guys. Embrace those mistakes, learn from them, eat them up for breakfast, and keep going. Just keep on going. All right? So the third thing that you need to remember, when you are contemplating self-care and your worth, right, is that nobody is perfect. And this kind of goes hand in hand a little bit with the last one that we just talked about, that your mistakes don't define you, because nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. You yourself are not perfect. But you can't allow that. You can't live in that emotion. You can't live in the emotion of thinking that everything is supposed to be perfect, okay? Because it's not. So when you are trotting out, you're going out here in the world and you make those mistakes, right? Like I said, you're not perfect. When you make those mistakes, that is what kind of defines, the way you react, the way you come out of that is what defines you, right? How you beat it, how you come across it, how you decide to handle it, okay? So don't be down in the dumps, all sad. Why doesn't anything ever work out for me? Why do I always get the short end of the stick? Why does this never work for me? Why does that never work for me? How come she gets to have this? How come he gets to have that? How come that never happens for me? When you live in that energy, you're allowing yourself to feel unworthy. You're allowing yourself no room for growth, because you're always trying to compare yourself to someone else. So nobody is perfect, including the people that you admire. If there's somebody that you admire and you look up to them and you want to be like them, which I still think you need to be your own you, right? But you're not them, right? Because nobody is perfect. Even the people that you look up to have made several mistakes before they got to where they are. And even at that point where they're at right now, they're still making mistakes. So learn from your mistakes, because nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, including yourself, including me, your mom, your dad. So you need to contemplate. That's something that you need to contemplate on, right? When you're thinking about self-worth, is that you need to know in your spirit that I'm not perfect. Tell yourself, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm not perfect, but I'm going to try. I'm not perfect and I might fail, but I'm going to keep going. All right, this is how you build and raise your vibration as well, because you're starting to believe in yourself more. You're not looking at the outside world trying to see what everybody else is doing, right? You're trying to see what you can do. I want to see what Kevin can do. I want to see how I can become the greatest version of me, right? And help people become the greatest version of themselves, okay? So, how many? That was 3, right? That was 3. Okay, so the fourth thing that you guys need to do, right? Need to remember when contemplating on your self-worth is that you need to live in the present moment. Remember the now moment, right now, right here, right where you're at right now. I think the problem with unworthiness and failure is that we get so hung up and caught on what happened in the past, right? Maybe you are a famous actor. Let's say you want to become an actor, right? And you've had all these acting gigs, but a lot of them failed for you. You didn't get the skit, you didn't get the role, and you allowed for those moments of failure, of defeat, of temporary defeat, to define you, right? And you made it, and now as you go to a new acting gig, right? You're getting up to go to a new audition or something like that. but you're living in the past because you're thinking about those moments where you were rejected or where you weren't chosen for the role. Okay, so you need to live in the present moment. When you're living in the present moment, you begin to gain more clarity in your life. You begin to see the good in what is going on right now. You begin to feel gratitude. You begin to feel the love. When you live in those past moments, it's just the subconscious mind recreating those same experiences all over for you again. And you know what's going to happen when you do that. It's just going to bring it on even again. It's going to bring it on. It's basically the same situation is going to occur. That's what I was trying to say. But remember the now moment. Remember the present moment, because when you are in the present moment, you know, you think about all that you have currently right now as we stand here. I'm grateful that I'm able to do this video. I'm grateful that I have a home. I'm grateful that I have clothes, a car to drive, money in my pocket, in my bank account. Remember the now moment. Don't go back and live in the past, and try not to live too much into the future. Yes, you want to plan for your future, right? But don't worry about how things are going to happen for you. Just remember to continue to be you, right? And to get out of that unworthiness feeling of failure and that you will never amount to anything. All right? So the last thing that you need to remember when contemplating on your self-worth and taking care of yourself, guys, is that you are worthy. Okay? 100% you are worthy. And the reason being is because you're unique. There is nobody else in the universe, in the world, that is like you. That's something that you should really feel special about. I know I do. Ain't nobody like me. I'm my own individual. I'm unique. I'm not a copyright. Right? So you should feel powerful, you know, to say that you feel that I'm unique, right? And you also, guys, you don't want to be somebody else. You don't want to be a copycat, even though you may look up to people, right? As a basketball player, you know, growing up, I always looked up to Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, you know, some of the biggest basketball stars. But my father always taught me, you don't want to be them, you want to be better than them. You want to be better because you are unique, okay? So if you are contemplating on why you just feel unworthy, why you feel like a failure, why you feel like nothing ever works out for you, I want you guys to remember some of these 5 things, okay? Remember, the grass is not always greener on the other side, guys. No matter what you see that your friends have, no matter what you see that your neighbor has, your family, you know, the grass is not always greener on the other side, because you don't know what that individual is dealing with in their life. Okay, so don't compare yourself to other people's lives. Go out and create the life that you deserve, the life that you want to see to come to fruition, all right? The second thing, you know, just like we said, your mistakes don't define you, okay? You're gonna make mistakes, but keep on going. Keep on going. And number 3, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. And I think that can give you a little bit more wiggle room on feeling good about yourself, because you're not the only one that has failed. You're not the only one that didn't succeed at something, right? But how you react is what defines you. Okay? How you react and how you get back up and keep on pressing forward. All right? Number 4, remember the present moment. Don't live in the past, those past mistakes, those past things that's happened to you. Don't let those scenarios keep replaying in your mind over and over and over again, because that will keep you in that failure and unworthy state. Live in the present moment. And number 5, you are worthy. You are 100% worthy because you are unique. You're not a copy. You have your own style. You have your own voice. You have your own sound. Everything about you is unique. God created you, you know, with uniqueness. So go out and showcase your talent to the world, and showcase whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, that you can get it done. Don't worry about what people are going to say behind your back. Don't worry about who's going to make fun of you. Don't worry about who's going to laugh at you. Don't worry about the people that can't see your vision. It doesn't matter. 5 things to remember when contemplating on self-care. Your self-care is important, guys. You got to make sure to take care of you, okay? So when you are experiencing some of these things, or you're feeling these emotions, remember to keep yourself in a high vibration. Keep yourself in a high vibration, right? Where you can really raise your frequency by practicing some of these 5 things that I listed out for you guys right here. Okay? So if these 5 things resonated with you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. All right. If you are new, make sure to subscribe to this channel. My name is Kevin. I am your life coach. We talk all things spirituality, personal growth and development, and I want to help you become the greatest version of yourself. All right. I love you guys. Don't live in that emotion of unworthiness and failure, because that's not you. You are more than that. You were meant to do great things. You were sent here for a reason. All right. And if you're battling that, if you're having trouble trying to discover the inner you, I got you. You're in the right place. All right. So I love you guys. Take care. I will see you again in the next video. Peace.